What happened to Miss Angel Reese? She's all in Indiana during All-Star, and her Reebok campaign come to your trap.
We have commentators laughing at this.
Washington has done that incredibly well so far. Reese missed the first one, still with it locked.
They realized that they were laughing and then quickly stopped themselves like, oh, I can't laugh. I'm live right now. I can't laugh. I'm live right now. Let me get real serious.
The basketball world is seeing what might be one of the funniest endorsement failures ever. Reebok, with Shaquille O'Neal leading the charge, actually believed Angel Reese could power their basketball comeback. Spoiler, it's been a total disaster. The kind you'd study in a business class about what not to do, while Caitlin Clark is breaking records in attendance and TV ratings, and Sophie Cunningham is gaining fans by staying true to herself, Angel Reese is making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Some insiders even say this could be the sneaker industry's biggest mistake since New Coke. Let's be real, it's not just a bad choice, it's a full-on endorsement crisis. If you agree this was a bad bet, drop a baby giraffe in the comments. Let's go.
Crash out incoming. 3, 2, 1. Burn! Hey, nice pass right there. Jackass! Burn! We're bumbling, we're stumbling, and we're fumbling! Burn! Y'all see what they've been doing over there at Cracker Barrel, man? It's a travesty! But it looks like they added one new item. It's French toast. Butter pecan! Burn! Angel Reese! Angel Reese!
Every time Angel Reese steps on the court, the numbers tell the story, and it's not a good one. Instead of tracking greatness, statisticians are left recording inefficiency in action. In just her second year, she's managed something almost shockingly bad, hitting only 31.5% of her layups while taking the third most in the league. Layups, the simplest shot in basketball. At 6 feet 3 inches, missing them this often isn't just bad, it's the kind of thing that would get a middle schooler benched. At this point, it doesn't feel like basketball. It feels like performance art. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is pulling up from the logo, smashing records, and packing arenas with sold-out crowds. The difference couldn't be more obvious.
The Washington Mystics just put belt to ass on Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Sonia Citron was out there cooking with hot grease. Stir the pot. Stir the pot. Keep cooking, Sonia. That was a show. She put on a flat-out show versus Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Boy, did they ruin Angel Reese's homecoming.
Against the New York Liberty, Reese put together a sequence that fans won't ever forget for all the wrong reasons. 4 straight missed putbacks in just 12 seconds. 2 of them even blocked right back into her face, like she was going up against a brick wall. The clip went viral instantly. But not the kind of viral that moves sneakers, it's the kind that gets slapped into YouTube montages with clown music. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is being compared to Steph Curry and LeBron James. She's headlining videos called When Basketball Isn't Your Calling. One is filling stadiums. The other is fueling memes.
The Chicago Bravado once again got their ass kicked. Angel Reese was so bad last night, the announcers calling the game, they were laughing at her performance. Check out some highlights for yourself. Well, KC, you always do this. You select a couple of bad plays and try to convince us that Angel Reese isn't a superstar.
Now, her defenders love to bring up her overall field goal percentage, 44.4%, like it's some kind of saving grace. Spoiler, it's not. Most of her shots come right at the rim, where actual pros finish at 70 to 80%. For Reese, those should-be guaranteed buckets have turned into a slot machine. Pull the lever, hope for the best, and more often than not you lose. Coaches call the paint the money area. She's turned it into a casino where the house always wins. And that's why Reebok's big bet on her is looking less like a smart investment, and more like a gamble gone very, very wrong.
It's crunch time, under a minute to go, 1-point game, y'all know what to do, give it to our 2K cover. Live 5, go save the day, here it goes, the crossover for you, it'll turn into hot diggity doo-doo. Burn!
Why don't you show her highlights? You're so unfair.
Fine, here you go, rebound, burn! Cherry picking rebounds, nobody does it better, I mean nobody. Burn! Our fans be like, grab that rebound, honey. Yes! Burn!
Even the commentators, the people trained to make free throws sound like buzzer beaters, can't hide it anymore. In a recent game, after yet another brutal miss at the rim, the announcer actually chuckled. And not the supportive, she'll get the next one laugh. It was the stunned, did that really just happen? Laugh. When professional broadcasters can't keep a straight face describing your game, it's over. That's not a red flag, it's a giant neon billboard outside Reebok HQ screaming, "We messed up."
She had a good game, 22 points, 13 rebounds, but she shot terribly. She got bailed out so many times, throwing up brick layups, getting phantom foul calls from the refs. She did make 10 of 11 free throws, so that is good. 6 of 16 from the floor is not good at all. 0 of 1 from 3. She was a minus 11. Listen, man, Kiki Area Fan got the...
Naturally, social media is eating this up. Whole accounts are now dedicated to cataloging Angel Reese's misses, complete with slow-motion replays and circus sound effects. It's practically become its own subgenre of basketball content, and for Reebok, this is a nightmare. They wanted highlight reels to sell sneakers. Instead, they're getting blooper reels. That doesn't move shoes, it moves executives closer to updating their resumes.
This was an epic embarrassment, bro. Remember, this is a pro basketball player. Won a national championship. Their calling card they'd like to hang over is she beat Caitlin Clark. Remember that. Watch this.
There's also in the miss, Angel Reese picks it up, which she's good at. Getting another offensive rebound. She says, "Give me that." How about another? Persistence trying to pay off. Jones gets a piece. Angel Reese won't give up. Jones with another block.
Are you serious, guys?
Now, if Ree were at least playing for a winning team, maybe some of this could slide. But the Chicago Sky, they're a train wreck. Sitting at a miserable 7-21, riding 8 straight losses, and with 0 playoff hopes in sight, when Ree missed 5 games with a back injury, the team sank anyway. That's the paradox, they're bad with her, and somehow even worse without her. It's like being stuck in a lifeboat full of holes. Either way, you're going down. The only question is how fast.
With her dominant performances in June, she earned her All-Star selection. But these aren't just a couple of bad plays. These aren't bloopers. These aren't rare moments. This is the norm. The same thing happened last week when the Chicago Bravado got their ass kicked by the Minnesota Linkers. I don't have to convince you that Angel Reese has no impact on winning. Just look at her record, look at her resume in the WNBA.
Head coach Tyler Marsh has tried to put a positive spin on it, but there's no PR trick strong enough to hide reality. If your offense is built around a player who can't finish at the rim, you're not building a playoff team, you're building a blooper reel. And no marketing department on the planet can turn that into a sneaker empire. Remember, Reebok didn't just sign Angel Reese. They made her the centerpiece of their basketball comeback. Shaq himself put his stamp of approval on it. The plan was simple: build hype, drop a signature shoe, and cash in with Gen Z, but here's the problem, you need actual on-court greatness to pull that off. This isn't TikTok. This is professional basketball. And fans aren't lining up to buy sneakers tied to someone going viral for airballing layups.
Inside, and Washington has done that incredibly well so far. Reese missed the first one, still with it locked.
We go through All-Star break, we come back, 9 turnovers. We sit out with a back injury, we come back, can't make a fundamentally sound layup. Maybe they rushed you back from injury. Tyler Marsh, did you rush her back from injury? Tyler Marsh, I'm looking at...
What makes this whole mess even worse is how Reebok leadership sold it. CEO Todd Krinsky straight-faced compared Angel Reese to legends like Allen Iverson and Shaq, calling her a culture changer. Let's be real, that's not just laughable, it's insulting. Iverson didn't just shift culture, he redefined basketball swagger while dominating on the court. Shaq, he was unstoppable, a walking highlight reel. Angel Reese, she's redefining what not to do in professional sports. If that's culture changing, it's only because she's dragging the culture straight into meme territory. Now the whispers are turning into open regret. Did Reebok ever actually evaluate her game, Or were they just so desperate for relevance they grabbed the loudest personality in the room? It doesn't look like a business plan anymore. It looks like a panic move that's backfired, leaving them with a multi-year, multi-million-dollar disaster. Not a revival. Just a mistake they can't take back.
I'm no expert in math, but it looks like Angel Reese wins 1 out of every 3 games. If I remember correctly, Angel Reese has beaten a team with a winning record once this season. So you tell me how Angel Reese impacts win.
And here's the kicker, Reese's injury couldn't have come at a better time for everyone, except Reebok. Now, injuries are never something to cheer for, but let's be honest, her absence felt like a break for fans and commentators who were burned out from her weekly blooper reels. Just when people had hit peak fatigue from endless missed layup compilations, she vanished from the court. For once, Angel Reese finally pulled off a disappearing act that actually made sense, but for Reebok, it was a nightmare. How do you sell sneakers tied to someone whose signature move is missing layups? And let's not forget that injury kept her out of a highly marketed showdown against Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. It was supposed to be hyped as a rivalry, but the reality? It would have been Clark destroying her so-called rival on national TV. Instead, Reese ducked the spotlight. One player is rewriting WNBA history, the other can't get through layup drills. Fans see the difference. And in the end, Reese's absence only made the contrast sharper. Caitlin Clark is the real deal. Reese, she's just the punchline.